Well, with such kind of weather that we do have right now in Kampala, what you need to have for yourself is a nice cup of coffee and of course a beautiful set of wheels like this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Cls350d Mercedes-Benz, and today of course I do have the privilege of reviewing it with you guys. I've always longed for one point to try out a Mercedes-Benz. I've seen a couple of them, from the GLE Coupe, which is of course my dream vehicle, to the CLS, the C-Class and the E-Series, and of course the S-Series. Now what we have today is a C-Series, which is in between. You have the E-Series for an executive touch and the S-Series, which is the sport mode. Now this car right here, it covers the two, and today we are going to get to be able to test it out. We are going to have a review and get to know how does this engine work. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Prince of Africa 101 and you are watching Get Verified. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just heard right there is the power of a beautiful, monstrous CLS Mercedes-Benz 350d. And guess what? Today I get the honor as a Mercedes-Benz lover, man. And so with a wide variety of different cars, but still this car, particularly the Mercedes-Benz brand, stands out in a lot of beautiful ways. They want to be able to understand what makes this particular car different from the E-Series, different from the S-Series, and what makes it the C-Series. You are definitely watching this with Prince of Africa 101, and this is Get Verified. At Get Verified, we do test cars, we appreciate them, we review them, and give you a reason as to why you should take this 230 million Ugandan shillings baby with you back home. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back, and I hope you are as excited as I am to share with you today's episode. And once again, my name is Mutsizi Emmanuel, Prince of Africa 101, bringing to you Get Verified. Here on Get Verified, like we mentioned earlier, we do take off time to appreciate, to review, to test drive, and give you a reason as to why you should take such a baby home with you. Now, from the sleek exterior right here, we definitely want to first get a glimpse into this beautiful beast, and join me and let's have some fun together. Now, when you get in the interior of this thing, the first thing that speaks to you is the elegance, and what you want to recognize is this, of course, is a boss ride. In anything else above, you know, the speed that you're going to get from it, you look at the interior and it's a welcoming, professional. This is one of those cars you definitely want to take to the office with you to make a statement. Now, from the lush leather of the interior, the dashboard looks beautiful, the dials. I mean, the first time I actually saw this car, I was like, these are the cars you take home and say, man, daddy, I made it, you know. And look at the beautiful mahogany background that we have in the dashboard. You have, of course, the Mercedes-Benz watch right here in the dashboard. You have a beautiful touch screen display. You have these dials, all your climate control, and of course the Mercedes-Benz likes to always put their parking, their reverse in this beautiful dial right here on the side. But also you can see this is still a brand new car with only 43,000 miles on it, and with a record speed that can reach up to 160 kilometers per hour. And it can also go beyond because this car alone has a boost of over 260 horsepower. Actually make that 300 horsepower depending on which version that you get. This particular one is a V6 engine, and later on we are going to have the opportunity to test it out, see it in action. You also have your different controls. You have the sport mode here, you have the economy mode, of course, and man, you know, I sit back in here and it's just overwhelming from the climate. You have the beautiful AC coming in, you have your coffee cups, you have different holders on the side here. This can just tilt back, but also you notice that the way things operate is in such a beautiful elegance, and elegant manner. So from how you open this to, of course, all this extra storage on the side, you have your USB ports, and also we'll definitely take a look into the exterior. But when you are seated in here, you see I'm actually 6 feet tall, but I do have, this is ample headroom. I don't think you get much taller than this. And also you can see for the driver, you do have a beautiful extension to how far your feet can go. You do have your seat controls on the side. This car can, you know, push you upwards, downwards, to the front, depending on what you are comfortable with. But guess what? We're also going to have a test drive in this thing. Before that, if you look into the exterior, the back, we do have space for the executives, of course. So you don't just enjoy the comfort right here in front, but also for someone who is seated at the back, they can actually enjoy themselves, because this is an executive car. You know, you don't drive this when you haven't yet made it in life. Let me come back there and actually show you how much legroom you do have. Well, when you get in the back here, you can see, like I mentioned, I'm actually 6 feet tall, but I do have all this ample legroom. You know, the seat is way laid back, and you have enough space to just contemplate. And later on, I will show you why I really love the interior of this cabin. It's super quiet, but also that's because of the very, very heavy doors. Now, listen to this. This is not your ordinary car closing door. One of the other important things that you do really need to have in a car is the trunk space. We want to look at how much space do you have in the back right here. Now watch how easy it is to actually open this door. And there you go, it's the CLS Mercedes-Benz 350d. You do have ample space in the back. We could have about 4 suitcases inside there. I could fit a whole Edwin inside if I wanted to. But you know, this adds to the executive feel that if I want to travel up country, this is still the car where I can pack my luggage, I can pack my suitcases, and go visit the grandma in the village. Well, and with how easy you saw it can be opened, it's also very simple to have it locked. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to have a test drive and get an actual feel of what it feels like to ride in this beautiful car? Once again, this right here is 230 million Ugandan shillings. So join me for the experience of a lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and I am having the thrill of getting the experience in the Cls350d Mercedes-Benz, an executive car. Like you guys have already seen the exterior, and now we are having the experience of actually having a test drive. And we have our senior pilot today, Mr. Kenneth, who is taking us through a small drive around the city in the areas of Kololo, hoping that we can get a little bit more understanding into how this particular car works. But also, if you notice, there is not much noise from outside. Like the way it was built with the heavy doors, it has been heavily cushioned to make sure you don't have that hustle and bustle of the city constantly ringing through your drive. So whether it's going to work or it's after work, you just have this beautiful experience of enjoying your ride, of enjoying, you know, a beautiful cruise, whether it's in economy or the sport mode. I mean, name it. Like you can see, it's actually quite comfortable. We've been going through a few bumps here and there, but the suspension system is quite awesome. I also noticed as soon as I had my seatbelt on, it kind of like arrests you back. and it just goes ahead to show you a little bit of the security features, the insane security features that have been implemented and put into this car to make sure that as much as you have paid that money, you are also kept safe. So we do want to also get to hear a little bit from our senior driver, Mr. Kenneth, to tell us a little bit about his experience, that as he drives this car, what is he feeling, what are his thoughts, and is he actually enjoying it? So let's take a quick short break and we'll be back with our senior driver. Welcome back once again, and today we are with our senior driver, Mukulu Kenneth. Mr. Kenneth, first tell us a little bit about yourself. Yeah. Hey. Yes. Hey. Hey. Yes. Hey. But of course, that's what the specs it's 3,500 cc. Kati omuntu wabulijo waba yagadde tegera nti enkola ya mafuta bweti okwezo cc's. Ochi comparing what anti when take a liters zange 10 zintwala distance enkana ki.
Kati singa obanga otaddemu liters okumi kwa gamba naye mafuta ennaku zinengeri gye gali nnyemu okimanyi. Oteka mu liters okumi oyinza okugamba nti taddemu liters 10 kangendeko ejjinja nkomewo.
Is it possible mwene motoka? Oh wow.
Tenywa eleta bu economy obwo. Kwegamba ebenywa kitini.
So webera mu economy mode, of course, to where tusobola okusavinga ku mafuta.
Yeah.
Naye ate we tukyusa ne tudda mu sport mode.
Era kiba kikyuse muntu obogenze mu sport. Ebe kozesa kingi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kati nga gwagituddemu with the control, how does it feel? How are you feeling? The controls, steering, acceleration. What are your thoughts?
Ebintu bino byonna. Olaba nga wentudde walo mpulira bulungi nga njituddemu nvuga ntambula kyenjagala kyenjikola. Kati nsobola okuweta wano ekkona lino nga wetuwese. Kwegamba
leta kutawanya.
Leta ntawanya ntate nwanagane steering. Etambula bulungi nnyo.
I understand. Well, guys, I think you can hear for yourself. Motoka nga wojira nti it's very easy to steer, the power assisted steering system, and being able to have full control of this vehicle. Kati woba oyagala ku braking very fast. Response yayo in terms of braking eri etya?
Response ya gundi ya brake.
Yes.
Eri bulungi. Kwegamba wembanga nzirusemu ojikwatako bukwasi bwoti. Nekwatirawo.
Yes.
Ate webe kuti brake pad jikwata nga tegenda kuta. Ija kongo jeke ekigere. Awo wevirako n'otambula.
Interesting. Well, I hope maybe someday I'll also be able to have the experience as you can see it. But I mean, woba otuziza boss we mabega wano kangambenga oli executive driver. Woba olowooza afuna feeling chi nga tudde mabega. Bera comfortable, bera relaxed, abera atya.
Waba tudde mabega awo. Aba ali comfortable bulungi nnyo.
Yes.
Nga talina amuna kantu akagamba nti obono omwana avuze atya. Omusipi guno gwolaba guba gukwata bulungi gwotudde. N'obanga okubyekanya.
Yes.
Gweyongera ne gukunyweza namu. Sobola okubanga oli comfortable bulungi.
Nchitegeera. That is amazing.
Tabaako kantu ntoba atome.
Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back. We are still with our senior pilot for the day, Mr. Kenneth Nayenga. I know ofunye opportunities nyingi okuvuga emotoka ezenjawulo engeri gyokola ne Lemax Autos. Tell me, motokas kika ki ebirala byofunyemu opportunity okuvugamu ne eriwa ekusingira okunyumira?
Motoka zino mvuze Benz, mvuze Range Rover, mvuze Toyota, mvuze milioni biki bya Land Cruisers n'empya
okuva ku ze milioni 3.5
n'enyingira Range Rover eyakawumbi Georgia 2023 byonna mpuliranga mirembe myerere
naye ng'eriwa gy'osinga ogamba nti kati wemba nnonzeemu eno gye ntwale waka?
Nze wembanga nnonzeemu njagala kuvuga ku Benz.
Benz?
Yes.
Benz ki? waliwo nze nange njagala nnyo GLE coupe eyo
coupe eyo wetyo gye njagala nga kuyitako nawe okakasa ati
Chika. Of course, we actually had an opportunity to do a review on the X6 BMW, which is a direct competitor with the Mercedes-Benz GLE Coupe. It's a beautiful car ranging from the horsepower that it provides, over 360 horsepower, but also because it is an SUV and, you know, much more room, and also being able to, you know, just shoot off at terrific speeds, and also the active hybrid control where you change. So from fuel to having the electric current going through the car, and you know, you just want to know more about cars. Of course, ngaba tuga Mr. Kenneth Baba funa opportunities, you know, regularly. I think they have a more of a variety. But with Get Verified, we are going to be having much more episodes coming up where we are going to also get the experience and the exposure. You know, Kenneth Zarugirako, the autobiographies, the Range Rover to the Mercedes Benz, the GLEs, the cross country. We want to also get the experience and share it with you right here on Get Verified. And of course, later on in the episode, we want to get to know how many more other cars are out there, and we want to get to see the available cars that we have on the market for you today. Like we said, we are only going to be covering exclusive cars to help you realize what we do have available in the country. We don't only have VTs, we don't only have Wish, we don't only have Romeo, but we do have some elegant cars that could suit your needs. Do not touch it down. We'll be back after this. Well, I hope so far you have been enjoying the show all this while. Now, we not only did have the Mercedes-Benz that you experienced, but we do have some other cars that we would like you to definitely take a quick look at, and these are cars that are on sale. Right here with me, we have one of the newer models of the Mini Cooper. This is the Clubman. Just want to take a quick look at it and the interior. Well, I think for those of you who are Mini Cooper fans, I think you will definitely like to see what is inside here. Well, join me inside and let's take a look at this beauty right here. Now, on the inside, of course, you can see we do not have a start button anywhere nearby. The start button is way on this side, and this is definitely how you start this car. So you do have to have this key with you at all times for this car to start. And so what you want to do is press down onto your brakes, and then this looks like a little bit like a launch control, and then you flip this on and the engine comes to life. But also something different about the Mini Cooper, something different about it is this whole change in the infotainment right here. You have this beautiful display that is very different from the traditional dial that is experienced in the different Mini Cooper versions. And of course, you do have it's semi-automatic right here. You have most of it in automatic, but you could switch and have the manual settings in it. This car will of course take you back a simple, should I say simple, or yeah, a hefty 85 million. But it is a beautiful car. Of course, if you want to switch it off, you take your foot off the brake and switch it off like that. It keeps quiet, and switch it off once again. And that's how you do it. Nothing like, you know, playing around with your keys. Let's take a look at one more car that we do have for you guys today. That was the Mini Cooper Clubman. Let's take a look at our 7 Series over here. Of course, also this is owned by Lemax Autos, and it is up for sale for a small, should I say small? These things, different people find, you know, express them differently. A small 230 million Ugandan shillings. But of course, you can see, like we had the experience in the Mercedes-Benz, this is a beautiful, sleek car. You have a super cool look. The grille, of course, the signature grille of BMW, all the way 230 million Ugandan shillings. Inside, you have a nice, beautiful brown leather tan. You have your full controls right here, from sport to comfort to eco mode to adaptability of the car, and gosh, I think let's hear it come to life. Well, you have your start engine button here, and let's hear it. Okay. Listen to the power of that engine. Sounds good, right? You can feel the energy going on all over this car. Well, guess what? That's what we did have for you guys today, and I hope you guys enjoyed our episode. We are going to have a maintenance trick for you guys up our sleeve. Until next weekend, of course, we will be right here at Get Verified. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have had as much fun as we did. Well, look at this beauty, the 7 Series BMW. From all the different crazy activities that we have had fun, we have enjoyed together, from the Mercedes-Benz Cls350d that we had an exhilarating acceleration of 0 to 60 in less than 6 seconds, and also we're able to look at the Mini Cooper Clubman, which is an exotic breed, most especially with the new infotainment system that is driving a few people crazy, and of course monsters like this hidden behind. Some people like to say this is a lion. Is it a lion in a sheep's skin? But of course the Baganda like to say well, keep it locked right here on Get Verified with myself, Prince of Africa 101. We have so many more episodes that are lined up for you guys, and we are excited to be bringing these cars on sale to you guys. You never know. If you would like to buy one of these cars, let us know in our link in the description, and maybe we could talk about getting a small discount for you on one of these babies. But until next time, keep it locked right here on Get Verified with myself, Prince of Africa 101. Stay blessed.